What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video today. Today we're going to be talking about how this may be it. This may be the moment for platinum. I'm going to explain what I mean by that, but without further ado, let's get into it. All right, everybody. So what do you mean, Platinum Beast? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, this may be it. This may be the moment for platinum. Now, I don't know. It's anybody's guess, really, at the end of the day. But an interesting thing we've been seeing all week, this week so far, is platinum holding very strongly above its brother, Palladium. Now, we've seen them cross over once or twice in the recent past, but it was only for one time, just a moment, a very brief moment, and another time just for a very brief few hours maybe. I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't very long. But everybody was talking about it, and everybody's talking about it now. Only now, the only difference is it is stable. It's stably there. Now, will it stay that way? I don't know. Maybe this is just another flip, and it flips back, and we'll just see these flips happen, and they'll happen longer and longer over time. Or maybe Palladium will stay below platinum for the foreseeable future. Either of those options is possible. But there's some things I want to talk about as far as it concerns platinum, okay? Because there's some interesting things that are similar to recent past, and there's some interesting things that are not, right? I just mentioned how it's holding pretty strong above Palladium right now. It doesn't seem like it's slowing down anytime soon. And I don't know if it will, right? When you look at the chart, you see, and I'll show the chart across the screen here, you'll see we're at 1 year highs, basically. Year-to-date highs, essentially, is what we've reached at this point. Give or take $1 or $2, okay? About a year ago, we were at this same price point. Almost exactly same price point. Now, what does that mean? Well, maybe that means that the month of May is just the month you want to skip when it comes to buying platinum. I don't know. But it could mean something completely different. So we got to take that with a grain of salt before we say, oh, it's taken off and it's not going to stop. I don't know about all that. It was only a year ago and we saw these same prices. However, like I mentioned at the beginning, Palladium is below platinum. As you can see here, here's Palladium at the recording of this video. And I just showed you platinum. So that's what we see. We see about a $30 difference between the two metals. And we see platinum just going up and up and up and not really stopping. This upward trend for platinum really started about April 24th. We can see on the chart when it was 905.40 and it just went up, 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 up. Now, when we reached about 986, that was a 1 month high, right? So that wasn't anything special. However, we're way past that at this point, and it's anybody's guess when this train will stop, right? Now, I'm not one of those believers in it's just going to keep going and going and going forever and not have a pullback at some point. I think it probably will, and that's why I'm probably going to be holding off a little bit. I know I recently showed my latest pickup, not this Britannia, but one of the ones I put in my tube. And I got that for about $125, and you can't even find it for that price anymore at all. And that was just like a week ago I bought that. Okay, so what do we need to be doing? Well, I would tread lightly for the next maybe week or two. I mean, this price point is still not a bad price for platinum, I don't think. So if you just got to get some, hey, get some. But it might benefit you to wait if you've already got a nice little stack and you were thinking about picking up another piece. Maybe wait a little bit. What's a few bucks here and there? So what do I think? What are my own personal opinions, and not advice, but opinions about platinum? Well, I think that it's been 2 or 3 days now. We've seen this flip between platinum and Palladium. And I don't know. Personally, I don't think it's going to flip back. I think 2 days is enough for it to hold, and people are going to start jumping ship on Palladium left and right, and platinum will start being looked at more closely by traditional investors. So with that being said, I think platinum has more room to grow, and I think Palladium has more room to fall maybe, or maybe it holds steady. I don't really know. I don't have too much Palladium, and I don't pay attention enough to it. But another thing we're going to look at here, and I'll show it to you on the screen, is this high, right? We're at 1068 high. That's a 12-month high. 12 months ago, we were right about the same price. But if we go back, let's see here, we'll go back 2 years ago, and it looks like we were much higher in May, all the way up to over $1,100 in April, May 2023, okay? So really that high 12 months ago that we just matched was really a downward trend. So we're really a month behind, ahead, whatever. And what we're seeing now is some serious growth in a short-term period of time. But it's not something we haven't seen within the last year or two, right? So we need to tread lightly with that. So as you can see here on the screen, I've got the 2-year chart. And it looks a little bit more interesting when we zoom out that far. Now, let's zoom out another year, and let's go 3-year chart. And we see even higher highs that we were at before, right? We see here roughly March, middle of March, we were about 1162. And then all the way back almost exactly 3 years ago, we were at 1246. So we're not even close to that yet. We still have a lot of ways to go. So with that being said, you got to keep that in mind. We've got a short-term high right now, but it's not even a short-term high in the sense of just a few years. It's a short-term high in the sense of 1 year, okay? So when we go back 3 years, we see it was about $200 higher than it is right now. So we're still down. So if you buy right now, you're still beating those people who bought back in 2021, all right? Now, we go back 4 years for the last bit, and we see the highest high was 1311.63, roughly February of 2021, okay? So 1311.63, February 2021, is the highest in the past 4 years. So, and just for good measure, we'll go back 5 years. How about that? We'll show the 5-year chart so y'all can take a look at that. But essentially, that's still the high for 5 years too, is about 1,300, okay? So 1,300 is still a decent bit away from where we're at right now at 1068, roughly. And so with that being said, we've got room to grow, but we are at a bit of a spike here. So maybe we see a little bit of a pullback back into the 9s, and that would be a great opportunity to buy. So it's interesting stuff overall, for sure. A lot of people have been talking about it. You know, I've seen a lot of the big silver stackers on YouTube, you know, they're actually making some videos about platinum and stuff. Silver Dragon's made a video recently talking about platinum, even though he only has one piece, you know, he still talks about it and he brings it up. So it's gaining popularity, and it's getting pushed or pressed in the news and stuff. People are looking at this metal because it's really kind of in the short term outperforming both gold and silver. Okay? I mean, gold is down from its 2,400 it was at not long ago. Silver is down from its $29, almost $30 it was at. And platinum is up for the last year. We haven't seen this high a price in almost a year. So it's interesting stuff, and it moves differently than palladium, it moves differently than gold and silver. And palladium's even moving differently this time as well. Whereas in the past, we saw platinum go up, we saw palladium go up. We saw platinum go down, we saw palladium go down. They were kind of at a battle with each other. And ultimately, they got closer and closer, touched each other a couple times. No pun intended. And now platinum is above palladium, and it's holding strong there. So definitely keep platinum on your minds if you are thinking about picking some up, because it definitely could be a good opportunity to buy right now. You know, even if you can get a little piece, like a little 1/10 ounce, you know, you can find these all day long on eBay right now, about $130, $135. I still think that's a solid deal. Y'all know my limit of $150. I don't buy these if they're more than $150. That's just where I post my limit at. 1,500 spot is what I pretend it to be when I buy fractionals. So that's my limit for 1/10ers. But buying them right now is still below the limit. So when I give it a couple weeks, if it's still at 130, I'll still buy another one and continue adding to the stack, and y'all should too. So thanks so much, everyone, for stopping by and checking out the video today. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button. So you can always stay up to date with future updates on the Platinum Beast channel. With all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.